Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. It is the 29th day of summer, which brings us to the final festival in summer, which is our Summer Crop Festival. So we're going to go over to Meadow Island today and we're going to enter one of our pineapples. I went ahead and changed the theme of my house just because I recently unlocked this one. This is a theme that you get for shipping 100 oranges. It is absolutely hideous, but don't really have much else to blow my money on at this point. So I figured just for the sake of doing something new in a video, I would change my interior. I really dig the blue stripes though, I'm not gonna lie. The theme that I have been kind of rocking for the last little while, I think I like it the most out of all the ones that I have unlocked at Ganon's. I will probably go ahead and change my wallpaper again for the next video just because I can. So everything has been going very well on from the last video. The pineapples came in yesterday, which is great, so now I can pick these and I can bring one of them to the festival. And I've done pretty well with taking care of them, so you can see that they are at an A quality. So that'll be good enough to enter and to win. I've left my pumpkins in the ground this whole time. I don't really know that it's done much of anything though. I think these are still A quality. So I might as well just go ahead and pick these now. I got rid of my tomatoes because they gave me the last harvest yesterday. And then I'll do the same with my corn. I'll pick these today and then I will cut them down. Everything's been really successful with the crops. I did mention that in the last video that this has been a great month. I've had beautiful weather, just not a lot of bumps anywhere in the road. Just been able to do my happy farming thing and grow everything that I want to grow. I did harvest the first little bit of my soybeans. I am gonna wait and put a few more orange wonderfuls into my sickle before I harvest any more of them, but you can see that these are finished. And I am still waiting on the buckwheat and my wheat as well. The wheat doesn't have too much longer, and I think the buckwheat is gonna take probably a few more weeks. They grow in very slowly. The animals have been out all summer because I don't even think I've had rain, to be honest. I can't even recall the last time that there was rain in the forecast, so I've been able to leave them out. I may have a few more fruits coming before the end of the season, so hopefully tomorrow I'll get some final fruits off of these trees before we switch over to our fall trees, which of course are apples and grapes. I don't have as much of a surplus of apples and grapes, and I think there's actually still a few recipes I need to learn as well, so look forward to that. All of the pineapples in my greenhouse are also here, as you can see. So I'm gonna pick a bunch of these, and just for fun, just to show you all how much money these things make, I'm just gonna ship a bunch of them for you. I don't know if I shipped anything last night after the 6 o'clock cutoff time. I may have, so I might have some other things in there that'll get me a bit of money, but let's just go ahead and pick a bunch of these. Maybe I won't pick them all because this is a bit time consuming, but let's get a good supply of these and ship them before we head off to the competition. Let me actually look on my asset screen. It says I have nothing shipped. So let's see, let's just pop all of them in there except for one, which I will need for our festival. So I've got, this is a stack of 30, I've got I think a stack of 8 over here. Yep, and then 2. So let's just call it even. Let's just say that I shipped 40 of them, so 40 pineapples. We'll keep 2 of them in our inventory. We'll bring one to Felicia for the festival. And then we'll see how much money we've made by the end of the day. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to everybody. Now that I've done all my work with marrying everybody off and increasing their friendship, I just don't take the time to talk to anybody anymore. So I guess it's nice to say hello to your neighbors every so often. And let's wow the competition and win ourselves a prize, shall we? And again, pretty exciting because at this point, when I played on my own, when I got into year 5, there were a few crops that I hadn't unlocked, so I wasn't able to really take part in any of the crop festivals in year 5. But now that I know the way to unlock all of those, I went ahead and did them. And the winner is me! Yes. Thanks, Felicia. Alright. And then, of course, for fall, we would need to grow bell peppers, which I believe was actually the first crop that we unlocked by shipping our grains. We had to ship buckwheat, soybeans, and wheat, I believe, to unlock bell peppers, cabbage, and pineapples, which we have done. Ah, an orange! Oh, music to my ears. Beautiful. That is amazing, especially because I was just talking about how I needed an extra orange in order to chop everything out here when it's ready. So that's perfect. I can use that and get the rest of this here. I can use it on my wheat when it comes in. And I think I forgot to mention that my rice is also ready at this point. So ooh, that's exciting. I can go to Chen's, I can put the Indigo Wonderful on, and I can go ahead and get myself some rice, which, oh my god, I desperately need for cooking. I've been out of rice for so long. I also made a mistake too. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. I wasn't walking the full length of the field, and I didn't quite realize that I apparently just didn't put anything on the last strip of the patty here. So I'm actually one plot short, which has never happened before. I'm usually pretty thorough about getting all of that in there because it takes 3 seasons almost. So there's absolutely no way that I can get rice at this point. So we're just going to have to do without for now. We're going to have to work with that. If I can load up on Orange Wonderfuls, I should be able to maximize that, no problem. Alright, so let's have a look at our assets, shall we? Yeah, so the 40 pineapples that I threw in there, plus maybe a few extra things that I threw in last night, is almost $75,000. So $73,000 $3,402. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. If I had thrown in more pineapples, I obviously would have gotten more. And that makes for almost $1 million of profit in summer, which is an absolute all-time best. And I now have over $3 million in profits. So yeah, I am a millionaire many, many times over at this point. Still being stingy and not spending a ton of that money. One of the things I've been working on in my free time as well has just been finishing as much of the recipe list as I can. And I think it'll list it here. I have 20 recipes missing. I have 218 out of the 238 that are possible. Some of them I'm just not going to get because a lot of them are the various colored books that you can make, and those are what you make in order to actually create your own Wonderfuls, which is just something that's not going to happen because you need such a high cooking level and so many ingredients, and it is so time consuming that it's just something I'm never going to be able to do. But I've unlocked all of the salads, all of our soups and drinks. I'm missing only a few of our appetizer dishes, and I believe that those are the more rare recipes that are at the very bottom of our list here. The 3 at the very, very bottom. I'm only missing one main course dish. I wonder what that is. I should go through and see what it is because I think I can probably... Huh, okay. I can probably max that out. It's probably something really small that I've overlooked. We are missing 2 desserts. And then where I'm missing a lot of the stuff, obviously, is in the other section. And this is where the books would be, the various colored books. So there are a few recipes here that I can unlock. I'm very, very happy with the progress that I've made because that was sort of one of my own personal goals, was just to work on cooking and on recipes as much as I could, which I have done. I've also tried to fill out our fishing list a little bit more, which is pretty lacking. I've got 99 out of 143 fish total. I've completed the foraging, all the mushrooms, and our mining list. And then in total, for all the different items that you can ship through your shipping box, I've shipped a total of 298 out of 366 possible items. And I am working on that as well. There are things that I've gone out and bought that I was like, oh, I didn't ship this already? Crazy. And I've just kind of put them in the bin to make them count. So I think when this game is done, I think it'll be fun just to go through and look at these things really, really thoroughly. I don't know if this kind of stuff is interesting to anybody else, or if I just get the warm and fuzzies from completion and doing as much as I possibly could, but this makes me happy. This makes me feel good, so it just gives me some things to work on in my time alone playing this, outside of recording. And I do actually have, I mean, obviously, if I wanted to, I have so much money, I could probably just get Ganon to do a ton of these updates for me. I could probably pay for them all if I wanted to. I think I can even afford the quality improver now, which I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do because it costs so much money. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, is I'm kind of just working on my overall completion, just because that's kind of all there is left for me to do. And I don't have much more time in this game because we're going into fall now, and this game should be done before the end of fall. So yeah, crunch time. It's all very, very exciting. I'm really, really pleased with how everything is going, despite the fact that it's taken me so long to play this game, way longer than it ever should have. But I'm really happy that there are still people here watching and supporting, and I very much appreciate it. And I will be seeing everybody in the fall season as we get into fall. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.